Hey everybody, this is Beelit, and this is Black Ops. I've got some Hazard gameplay for you. It is a DLC map, and it's actually going to inspire my commentary. My commentary is actually going to be about DLC maps. The final score of this match is 19-3. It is a very campy gameplay, as Hazard is a very campy map. DLC, especially for Call of Duty, has never really been that good, in my opinion. A lot of times when they add maps, the maps tend to be fairly poorly designed. They're just... I have... Out of all of the DLC maps that I've gotten for Call of Duty, I think Stadium is the only one that I can tolerate, and that's from Black Ops. And I don't like the map, but I can tolerate it. If it comes up in a playlist, I can deal with it. But so many of the other maps that I've played from downloadable add-ons for the Call of Duty games have just been so horrible. You know, it's either they're incredibly campy, or like a trailer park from Modern Warfare 2, it's all about freaking explosions. And now Modern Warfare 2 was a fairly explosive game, but that map, I don't know why, but people just decided, screw it, I'm never going to do anything, I'm just going to keep throwing explosives everywhere for the duration of the match. And I just couldn't stand, I can't stand that kind of gameplay. But DLC... It seems like when they release these DLC maps, the DLC has a completely different design philosophy than the original maps. And I think that that's why they tend to just not fit well. And they seem to have this distinction from the regular maps. And I think that's a bad thing. If you're going for one specific kind of play with all your regular maps, why would you completely abandon that in DLC maps? I mean, I understand you're trying to keep it fresh, but if you have a philosophy in the way that the game is supposed to be played, and you base all the things in the game around that, including the maps, why would you just throw that away in these new maps? If the new maps are going to specifically go against what play you're trying to create, it doesn't make any sense, you know? Hazard, I think, is one of the maps that just kind of went against what they were trying to do in Black Ops. Black Ops was supposed to be a little bit more run and gun friendly. I think it was actually a pretty good game all around for a bunch of different play styles. And maybe snipers were a little bit maybe they were at a little bit of a disadvantage. I can possibly acknowledge that, but I don't think it's impossible to be a sniper in the classic sense, where, you know, you lay down and you pick a part of the map and you kill everything that crosses that part of the map. I think that sniper role can still be played, but maybe it's a little bit harder than it had previously been. But it seems like these other maps have just catered to a lot of the play that no one wanted to have. And it seems like that always happens with Call of Duty. And one of the worst parts about DLC in general, not just Call of Duty, but Call of Duty is a glaring example, is that they're always overpriced. Well, maybe not always. Some DLC is free, but... they are generally overpriced. I mean, $15 for 3 new maps, is that really a good price? You're paying 1/4 of the price of the total game for 3 maps. That's stupid. That's just ridiculous. And the only Call of Duty maps that I have bought have been on sale. I remember I got the Call of Duty 4 map pack for $4.99 because I waited until it went on sale. Sure, you know, there weren't a billion people playing it, but I got the maps, me and my friends played on it, and we had fun, you know, and we didn't spend a crazy amount of money to have that fun. But one of the other examples of DLC just not measuring up in multiple ways was the Batman Arkham City Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC. Some people think that it was good. I cannot get behind that. It was $10 for 1 hour of content. Now, don't get me wrong, I really appreciate Rocksteady, and I'm willing, if I had the opportunity to do it again, I would still pay the $10 because I wanted to support Rocksteady. However, the DLC was very poorly done, in my opinion. It felt rushed, it felt unoriginal, the story was pretty bland. I mean, we got to see a few different things going on, but they weren't that important, really. And Harley Quinn was, hailed to be, mad, and she was going to be a serious villain this time around, and no. She was still a freaking idiot. She was still negligible, really. There was nothing that was, memorable about what she did. So I feel like just the quality of it was down, but also $10 for 1 hour of content, 1/6 of the price of the full game for less than, I want to say, 1/14 of the time that we got out of the game. So we're paying 1/6 and we're getting less than, I want to say, 1/14 of the game. And that's if you're just going straight through and you're pro and you don't have any issues with anything. I think it was about 14 hours. Maybe it was more. I don't know. I know I played it in spurts, so I couldn't really tell very well, but it was just unproportional, and that was one of my biggest complaints with it, and that's something that we see with DLC a lot, really, is that it's just overpriced. If the Batman DLC was priced at, $5, $6 to $7, I think it would have been fine. I could have been okay with it. Obviously, they have to charge something for it. They can't just say, hey, okay, $1. I mean, I know that they have to charge a little more, but $10 for 1 hour, I'm saying half of that really would have been appropriate. And then for DLC maps, for add-on maps, $15, absolutely not. I think $7 would probably be the max. It's just not fair. It's not proportional, really. And I think that the only way that DLC will become reasonable is if people stop being unreasonable about wanting it. People always jump up and down about DLC. Oh, it's new, the new maps are coming out, and they always forget that the new maps always suck. And they always forget that they're paying 1/4 of the price of the full game to get the maps. And now I think they're going to make it a standard of releasing 3 map packs for Call of Duty, probably all at $15. And how much are you paying if you buy all of those? $45 additional for the same game, just extra maps to play things. I don't think that that's a good buy. I don't think that's a good buy at all. I think that's absolutely stupid. You're paying $105 for one game, and you're barely even getting any extra content for it. It's just, I think it's unreasonable. But leave your ideas, your opinion on the subject. I'd love to see it. If you enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would support it with a like, comment, a favorite, whatever you choose. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.